He brought Rema to the world, but what if I told you this fairy tale wasn't what it seemed? Behind the fame, the wealth, and the applause lies a darker truth. This is the story of how one of Nigeria's most beloved music moguls, Don Jazzy, may be secretly draining the very artists he helped create. Rema may be the face of success. But who's pulling the strings behind the curtain? You're about to discover the hidden side of Don Jazzy. This is Don Jazzy Exposed, how he's secretly milking Rema for everything he's worth. In 2019, a fresh-faced teenager from Benin City emerged like a comet on Nigeria's music scene. His name? Divine Ikubo. He wasn't just talented. He was different, fusing trap, Afrobeats, and spirituality into one sound. But who found him? Who gave him the platform? Don Jazzy's Mavin Records, under the guidance of his brother Prince, quickly signed the young prodigy. But few people realize. Rema didn't sign to Mavin directly. He signed to Johnson Ward, a subsidiary of Mavin owned by Prince. Why does this matter? Because when contracts are buried under layers of companies, so are profits and control. At first glance, everything looked like a dream. Don Jazzy was the benevolent mentor. But behind the scenes, a clever structure was taking shape. Johnson Ward was the shell. Mavin was the vehicle. But who really owned what? According to insiders, Rema's royalties don't go directly to him. They pass through Johnson Ward, which then reports to Mavin, which is reportedly partly owned by Don Jazzy and major external investors, including Kupanda Holdings. By the time Rema sees his cut, what's left? Let's just say Rema isn't getting what he's truly worth. Most of his revenue, streams, endorsements, show profits, passes through multiple channels before he even smells it. As Rema exploded globally with hits like Calm Down, Don Jazzy and his corporate machine celebrated. But what few noticed was how international deals were structured. Rema's breakout hit earned millions. But instead of direct payment, reports suggest the money was filtered through international licensing deals owned by Mavin and its partners. And with the Selena Gomez remix, Rema's global recognition skyrocketed. But so did Don Jazzy's control. Each international collaboration meant new contracts. New contracts meant more layers. More layers meant less transparency. This is common in the industry. The artist becomes the product, while the label, especially one as layered as Mavin, owns the rights and the revenues. Rema might be globally famous, but who's collecting the checks? Rema's endorsements, from Pepsi to Monster Energy, became headline news. But again, the contracts weren't his. Every brand deal was brokered by the label, not directly by the artist. Sources claim Mavin keeps up to 60% of all endorsement earnings. And when Rema wants creative control, he reportedly hits a wall. Image management, branding, even fashion decisions are often run by the Mavin executive team. Rema has input, but he doesn't call the final shots. He's still treated like a product of the Mavin machine, not a full partner. Multiple artists have left Don Jazzy in the past. Tiwa Savage, Rekodo Banks, Wonder Co. Why? Creative differences. Contractual disputes. Control. Now, fans are asking, is Rema next? Is he silently plotting an exit? Because while his star rises, his chains may be tightening. These aren't just words. They are signals. Signals that all is not well behind the polished exterior of the Don Jazzy empire. With millions of fans, global appeal, and endless potential, Rema should be calling the shots. But if Don Jazzy controls the contracts, the branding, the royalties, and the collaborations, then who is the real boss? The truth is clear, Rema is the face. Don Jazzy is the architect. But is he a mentor? Or a puppeteer? In the music industry, loyalty is rare. Freedom is rarer. And control is everything. As Rema climbs higher, only time will tell if he'll ever break free from the man who made him and may also be milking him. This has been Don Jazzy Exposed, how he's secretly milking Rema for everything he's worth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, is Rema a star or a prisoner of his own success?